T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Trap Talk Reptile Network, coolest reptile network in the world. New breed on the block. Ramery's Royals. This is episode 559. What is good? I'm your boy MJ. If this is your first time tapping in, do me a favor. Let's get the likes up. Why don't you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, especially if you're into keeping reptiles. If you're heavily into the ball python game or just coming into the ball python game, you got to know what's what, man. This is the podcast / network to be subscribed to. So do yourself that favor. Smash that notification bell. By doing that and selecting all, you'll be reminded of every podcast dropped out of the network 7 days a week. The only reptile network dropping 7 days a week for you. Okay, it just doesn't stop. So shout out to all the love and support that this network gets. I really appreciate anyone who listens to this or watches this on YouTube. You can also hear any Trap Talk Reptile Network episode on the major audio platforms: Buzzsprout, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. So again, thanks for all the love and support. If you're looking to support this more than just listening and you want to really connect yourself with some of the best keepers in the reptile game, then please consider joining the Trap Talk Patreon family. You could join the Patreon family by clicking that first link in the description below. As soon as you join the Patreon family, you get connected to a Discord, and then there's an amazing Instagram group chat that's 24/7 popping. Got global trappers from all over the world, man. So listen, Patreon members, you guys are my heart, man. Love you. Trap Fest 2025 details coming very soon. Private event I throw for all the Patreon members. Hey, shout out to all the early birds in the chats. You guys are amazing. If you're in the chats tonight, all right, if you think tonight's topic's worth, if you think tonight's episode's worth any super chats, all right, you got a topic, a question, or you just want to get a shout out, please drop a super chat. I appreciate all the love and support, and I definitely appreciate anyone out there who's supporting US ARC, #1 animal organization in the game as far as protecting your animal rights. This is it, please. Third link in the description below. Go to usarc.org. Become a member today as low as $5 a month. And please support US ARC Florida if you're one of my Florida players down there. You feel me? Tonight's episode is brought to you by the Reptile Super Show. #1 reptile show in the country. All right. January 11th and 12th, it is going down. What a way to start the 2025 Reptile Super Show. I will be vending. Also, many other hitters are going to be coming into town, not only to visit, but even Ben, all right? So just a lot more details to come on that. For now, go to Reptile Super Show on IG, give them a follow, and get your tickets at reptilesupershow.com. Tonight's episode is brought to you by Conduit Constrictors. Shout out to the Conduit family. All right, making big moves, producing high-quality animals as far as the ball python game goes. Double, triple recessives, all right, with some amazing incomplete dominance. These guys are doing it right. So if you want to see good examples as far as footprint you could make in the ball python game, go give Conduit Constrictors a follow right now on Instagram. Steven, thank you so much for that, family. Also, tonight's episode is brought to you by the Chipper, #1 substrate in the game. Go to coco2.com, put in TrapFam24 in the promo code section, save yourself 24% off the entire order. Shout out to the Chipper. Also, tonight's episode is brought to you by Blake Exotic Feeders, #1 quail in the game, hands down, straight to your doorstep. No third party this. Bred on his property organically, all right? And Big E in the building will tell you that this is true. Big E. Go ahead, dude. Do your thing. Are you supposed to talk, or what are you supposed to do? That's weird, bro. That's weird.
Happy Halloween.
Okay, happy Halloween. What else? No, you gotta leave it on. You say you're leaving it on for 5 minutes.
Too hot.
That was 40 seconds.
I can't talk, bro.
There, yeah, I figured you were doing some weird stuff with the tongue, bro. What the fuck?
What's up, man? What's up, y'all?
What's good? Hey, listen, happy Halloween week, man. I guess Halloween's right around the corner. It's on Thursday, so accurate. Yeah. You still do things during Halloween? Like you and your wife have any traditions? You know, being that you have 3 grown-ass kids, but
not really, bro.
Yeah.
Honestly, man, I wasn't big on Halloween. It's
really
fun and shit here and there. You know, a couple years we did some shit, but it's not important.
Yeah, I carved pumpkins for the first time in like 7 years, which sucks because that's a cool thing to do. And I don't know, me and my wife just never done. We bought pumpkins, we just never carved them. But now that we have Leo, we're like, we gotta. Obviously, we need traditions, and we did it. We did our thing. It was fun. You vended this weekend, no?
Yeah, man, I had a good one-day show in Fort Myers. I didn't have high expectations because of the hurricane and everything the area has been through, but bro, I sold 6 animals. I did good.
Well, what's the aftermath from the, obviously the last hurricane to go through Florida? What was it? Was it as bad as people thought it was, or what did you hear about it?
Yeah, there was a couple areas that got hit really hard, but overall, it wasn't as bad as they were expecting. So,
well, I mean, like, I think one of the closest people to you who got affected pretty heavily was Jeremy, right? On that first run. I was wondering, so nobody like that, like no close homies that you heard of got wiped out or anything like that?
Nah. And I think he was saying that on the second run that he didn't get as much damage.
And he was in the thick of it again. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wild, bro. Well, listen, I'm excited for tonight's guest, Big Mike, black belt in jiu-jitsu, which that's the first thing I'd respect about him. But also got some sick ass ball python projects cracking off. He's tapped in with my boy Paul in the UK. I fuck with Paul heavy, Urban Constrictors and Urban Chondros. But why don't you give us a little bit, Emilio? What you know about the homie Big Mike over at Ramery's Royals?
Super passionate guy. Super excited about the game. He's hitting some nice animals. His dark clown game is on point. So yeah, man. We've never spoken a lot in the background or anything like that, but I could see there's always respect. And he's been in the chats. He's a good, he's good.
Definitely one of the good ones.
Looking forward to getting to know him a little bit.
Same here. I'm on the same level. And why don't we get this shit rolling? You ready to bring Mike on or what?
Go.
All right, guys. Shout out to all the love and support. B-Unit family, trappers. I appreciate all you guys. Everyone tuned in, but it's game time. You guys know the deal, man. It's that time. Do what you got to do to get your mind right. Do what you got to do to stay hydrated for episode 559. Big Mike, Ramery's Royals, new breed on the block coming at you right now. Let's go.
Good.
You ready for do more in the future? Trap Talk podcasts?
Yes.
Man.
Only Trap Talk. Exclusive.
Yes.
Exclusive. Oh.
So stop calling us.
Rub the spot, get the club to pop. When I come up with the crop, God love it or not. I'm hot from the hop to the rub the spot, get the club to pop. When I come up with the rub the spot, get the club to pop. When I come up with the rub the spot, get the club to pop. When I come up with the rub the spot, get the club to pop. When I come up with everybody, we do it. Everybody, we do it. Do it. Do it.
And we're live, episode 559 with Big Mike, Ramery's Royal. What's up, Mike?
What's going on, everybody? MJ Emilio.
What's up?
Nice to have you here, Claire. How you doing?
I'm good, man. Thanks for having me. Excited about this right here.
Yeah, all the way from New York?
Yep.
Damn, finally we got a New York hitter on Trap Talk. It's been a minute, bro. I love New York. First and foremost, I got family over there. But also, last time I heard about, and I don't even want to call them real breeders, but last people talking about being breeders in New York, they were kind of like shitting on the New York market, saying there wasn't much going on over there. So I'm so glad you're here because I don't see that on your page. I see the opposite, and I want to hear straight from you. What's it like being a New York keeper in the ball python game? And is that true? Do you feel like the New York market is limited and small? Let's get right into it, Mike.
I don't. I vended so far 2 shows, and both shows I vended were in upstate New York, a little further up from me.
Okay.
Shout out to my man Herbert from HB Reptiles. He
Yeah,
put me on to the
Herbert.
shows.
I love Herbert, bro. That's a good guy right there. Shout out to Herbert.
Yeah, he's a good dude, man.
Shout out to Herbert.
But yeah, I did well at both shows. So I was able to move animals, and I've been consistently moving them, thank God. So I don't see the market being dead or the New York market sucking in any way, you know?
Yeah. When did you dabble into this, bro? Like, when did you become Ramery's Royals and all that good stuff?
2022, December 2022. My daughter, she had a book report. And when I was younger in my 20s, we tried breeding snakes, me and my boys, and it didn't work out, right? So
yeah,
it was a wrap for that. Last morph I saw was a pie ball, and they were going for like 20 grand. So that was not going to happen.
So this is a good 20 years ago.
Yeah, yeah. So then when I got to do the book report with my daughter, I saw the new morphs, and it started with one. Then I convinced wifey to let me get another one, and it was over. It went downhill quick.
Damn, Big Mike, let me tell you, bro. I never would have guessed you got in pretty much beginning of 23. By the way you move.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. So what was the inspiration? Your daughter had a book report and it brought back all this, like, oh my God, I want to maybe try this again, or let's take it from there. Like, what was going on?
Well, I found Morph Market, and then I found a dude out here in Long Island, M&M Royals, Matt.
Okay.
And I saw all the dark morphs he had in clown, black pastel Wookiees and so forth and so on, Grim. And I was like, wow, these are really dope. So from there, I started researching it, and I was like, you know what? I want to give this a shot again. Because like I said, I had tried in my 20s and with no success. So from there, I started collecting, researching, and I'm here now. This is the outcome.
Damn. All right. So, I mean, 2022, I mean, I remember shit. This feels like that was like not too long ago, because it wasn't. But damn, obviously not an easy time to come into the game because there's so much. And how did you kind of like find out exactly what route to take? Was it just the dark stuff that was catching your interest and you stuck to that kind of like foundation, or like, because for me, man, like luckily I came in right before all this shit blew up, even though 2017 wasn't no like walk in the park, figure out morphs, but it's only getting harder as the years go on. So like, how are you able to like focus in, and find a foundation for yourself?
Well, as you know, because you do jits yourself, man, when you do jits, you're hyper focused, right? Yeah. So that same energy, I put it into the ball pythons, and I started researching what I liked in the morphs and seeing what was out there and what appealed to me. And from there, I just started collecting those morphs that I thought would go good together.
Yeah.
In my opinion. Then I don't know if it was this podcast. I believe it was here. Levance was on here, and he was talking about people sleep on supers a lot and allelic combos.
Yeah.
So when I heard that, it sparked something in my mind. I was like, you know what? I want to take that route. I want to see what I can do with supers and what I can do with allelic combos, and see what happens. So I started piecing together animals that would give me allelic combos and super forms. And that was my first season. That was my goal.
I will say one thing I love about Levance. I love a lot of things about Levance, but one of the biggest things was like hearing him speak. He was saying things like the other bigger people weren't like telling you about. They were more like showing you like the future shit, right? But like obviously you got to have the right game plan before you start doing the double, triple recessives, which me and Emilio talk all the time. Like if you're waiting 3 years just to produce a double recessive with no codoms, like the fuck, like what's your game plan next? You're gonna wait another 3-4 years, right? So finding those incomplete dominants or finding those supers, like I was a huge, like for me, I found supers I loved, even though the super GHI didn't work out. And not that I'm not going to approach that. I'll still dabble like Emilio, like here and there, see what happens, but I'm not going to like go hard on super GHI. I'll tell you that much. I was at one point, but no, I'm good. But anyways, like, yeah, bro, like it's little, like, like, and good things, one thing about a lot of amazing podcasts is like this, is they give you like breadcrumbs, like, you know what I mean? Like, and then you kind of take those breadcrumbs that a lot of people like information like that goes over people's heads sometimes, you know what I mean? But hyper focus is everything, bro. And one thing I do love about jits, I mean, definitely hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life. But it's the one thing where I'm not thinking about nothing else because you have no choice. It's either that or you're going to go to sleep. You know what I mean? So it's
That's
like,
a fact.
you gotta fucking pay attention. And I have a hard time sometimes paying attention. Like even good episodes, sometimes my mind will start thinking of my chondro clutch or something, you know, like I'll just start like wandering off sometimes. But on the map, bro, as you know, there ain't nothing else to think about but what's happening in front of you. You know what I mean?
100%.
And I need stuff like that's something that I need that discipline in my life for sure. So taking that discipline that you haven't taken into the game, the ball python game, it makes sense why, like Emilio says, you don't look like you just came in this, you know, less than 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Emilio, what do you go ahead, Emilio? Go and take over the floor if you got anything.
Nah, man. So again, getting back to your way back in, what was that first investment animal that you got into?
The first two animals, I got them from MMM Royals. I got myself a freeway het clown, and I got myself an asphalt het clown. And those were the first two I grew up. And then after that, I went into the bongo. I saw my man Brian from White Heart Reptiles. We were talking one day, and he was like, yo, bongo's a dope gene. So I started looking at it, and then he was like, yo, check this one out. And it was from Mary over at Rec Room. And I was like, wow, I like what that does, because I really like granite genes. So I reached out to her, and I grabbed that animal. And he sired a lot of clutches for me this season as well. And then I just kept picking up females, you know, that were het for clown, because I really like clowns. And growing them up, man, and just piecing them together.
Would you say that your collection is mainly built around clown?
Clown hypo.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. Can't go wrong with that. Especially good quality, and you know, especially good quality hypo first and foremost, right?
Absolutely.
And who did you invest your hypo with? Let's get to that.
Hypo I got from MMM Royals as well. I got some from Fireball, some DG Hypo females,
Okay.
double visuals with a couple coldoms. Who else did I get from? Dorian from Royal Clutch. Got some hypo from him.
Dorian, that's my guy right there. You know, Dorian all year, he hasn't bred all year on purpose. And that means something heavy's about to come next year. I feel like he did that for a reason. And I feel like, Amelia, have you heard some good breeders doing that sometimes? Like going a whole year without breeding, and then that next year.
Definitely. There's quite a few.
Reset moment.
Yeah. Well, that, and sometimes they'll have some left over from the previous year, and they have no choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as far as the hypo, I just went with what visually appealed to me, you know, what I felt looked like a good hypo. You know?
Yeah. Did you ever run into a problem with, like, you know, okay, there's hypo, orange ghost, green hypo. Did you even bother finding the different lines of hypo, or you just found that one line of hypo that you enjoyed and you stuck with that?
I stuck with orange ghost, you know, general hypo.
That's my favorite hypo for sure.
Even though I've heard that people have bred, you know, citrus hypo and green hypo with regular hypo, and they're not supposed to be compatible, but people say that they've hit hypo out of it.
They have. And I know this from firsthand, and I'm going to do a vlog on this probably because I feel like I have not all three versions, but I feel like I have that green hypo for sure in a pinstripe. I have this pinstripe that looks like a hypo color, but like an old school dollar bill. Remember the color of the old school dollar bill? It literally has that like that tone to it, and it's weird. You know, it's very impressive actually too. But then I have orange ghost. The first hypo I ever got was an orange ghost. And then I have this other really good line of hypo that I got through Mark Bailey, I feel like. But I don't think you can go wrong, and I've definitely put them into each other, and you still get hypo plus whatever fucking hypo makes hypo still. Doesn't matter, I feel like, for sure. It just depends, like, the line of, like, the thing is, and obviously this is probably the good thing about shed testing if you want, is like if you have a green hypo and you pair it to an orange ghost hypo, like what does the test say on those? You know what I mean? Like what are we getting back on the test results? Is I guess we could figure out at some point.
They haven't gotten there yet, have they?
I don't think so.
Yeah, what I would say is that I think the market really coalesced around orange ghost. And I can tell you guys that I haven't heard anyone labeling hypo lines in a long time. I think
it's good.
we kind of left that beat. I think we left that behind.
And we should, bro. Only because with how things are now, with the fucking million names, we don't need to continue to confuse people. Hypo's hypo. There's just different levels of it. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Will you agree with that, Mike? You know,
yeah.
like
There's so many names for the same gene is ridiculous. You know.
And mind you, as much as you like, I kind of bust balls or bust me. I busted me those chops about like Wookiee chocolate, but like if you throw fucking orange paint on a wall and it's orange, I guess. It is what it is, what you see. But at the end of the day, I guess the lines matter to certain people, right? And if that does, then God bless you, do your thing. You know what I mean? This is kind of what makes this interesting. Like I will say that is it Barnett Black Pastel? That's obviously a special fucking, like, you know what I mean? Stuff like that I've seen throughout time is like, okay, that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it came back. It didn't test for Black Pastel, the Barnhart line.
Say that again, Mike.
It didn't test for Black Pastel. It came back that it wasn't Black Pastel.
That's true. Oh, what was the story behind that? It was something else was in the mix or something like that, or like
I don't know. Don't get me started lying, but they said they said it wasn't Black Pastel.
I don't know enough, but those two are that's like a different level of Black Pastel.
100%.
It deserves a different name. Like there's no you ain't getting nothing out of me with that one.
What's crazy too, and like listen, no, nothing against Tom. Tom's legit. I think I love what he's done, but like I would be fucking going through some walls if I went years with the line and then the test came back that it's like, nah, bro, like, sorry, it's just a really good high quality, and I would be fucking livid. And like, mind you, I was kind of upset this year because I thought I had Zuwadi, and then I had all this fucking cool looking shit, and I hit up Emilio, I hit up Mark Bailey, I hit up all my homies, and I'm there, and they're like, dude, yeah, that fucking looks special. Then I hit Justin. Now that I can admit it's not Zuwadi, I hit up Justin. Justin's like, yeah, no Zuwadi. I was like, what? I was like, what's in it then, bro? You fucking tell me. He's like, I don't know, but ain't no Zuwadi in it. And then I find out there was none. But who knows? I guess, what makes it interesting, but not at the same time. It's not easy.
You're not gonna like what I'm gonna say, but I just hatched a leopard confusion head clown clutch, and I hit 3 leopard confusions. All of them are very different, and one of them has that head marking or that head look that
the purple
one of your leopards had.
I'm gonna pull it up right now.
And it was stripy, right? And what I could tell you is my hypothesis to that animal is that blade gave it that extra oomph of head pattern and the striping and the extra color.
So you're saying that Zuwadi snake I have has blade in it?
It has head clown, right?
No.
It's not a double head clown or something?
No, it was bred to a DG leopard something.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it was just a regular Zuwadi.
Well, in my case, it more than likely is blade. So just that little nuance of an extra, trait can really make an animal look different.
And that's also what I was told is that, like, listen, once they found out it was 100% double het DG clown, it's like, well, hold on. Well, that, like, there's power. Like, when you have a confirmed double recessive
in you said, or DG clown?
DG clown.
Oh, so it's DG clown.
100% DG clown, yes.
Okay, so it does have clown in it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yep.
Okay. All right, so there is a chance it has blade then.
Oh, I mean, because I think everybody has blade. So listen, kind of this is what I was going to get to right now, Big Mike, because I proved out hypo in a pied project this year, which wasn't supposed to happen, right? And then I found out who I got these snakes from, which was somebody who's close to the Bells, and this was like stock from the Bells. And there was a point in time where there was hypos in all these fucking snakes, but the hypo was so unwanted that people weren't even saying that there was hypo in the snakes. So because of that, I was rewarded with fucking some visual hypo pied stuff this year. That had GHI in it.
Guys, shit's bouncing around in everyone's collection.
Yeah,
I proved out chocolate stuff in my banana stuff this year. There's a small chance I might have hit something with Scrambler myself. I think I hit some BH and some blackhead in some of my shit that I'm gonna test. A lot of people don't know how to ID. A lot of people out there don't know how to ID. And some people don't care that it has a certain gene in it, and they're just gonna sell the animal just to get it out.
This is probably the least like striped out of all of them. Like I have crazier looking ones in this, but come on, bro, look at the color of that fucking snake. Like it's just hard for me to think that. And by the way, the tracking, the stomach has black trackings all the way down it, so it's hard for me to stomach that that's just a leopard right there.
Yeah.
It don't look just like, a common leopard. I'll give you that 100%.
But then it could be like there's a fan chance it's just DG Clown, het DG Clown that's doing it to this snake. You know what I mean?
The head influence, yeah.
Yeah. So, but see, that's kind of why like you don't know until you fucking test. That's why it's almost stupid not to test, especially when it's something that you have to hold back, right? And I don't need to test. Here's the thing. I don't know how to test for this thing right here because obviously I know it's 100% double at DG Clown. All right. But there's not, and shout out to RGI, one of this network sponsors, but where are we at with, and maybe I should ask them this, but like, like a whole pan, like you send a snake in and just say, test it for everything and tell me what it fucking comes back for. When can we get to that? That's what I want to, that's really what I want out of testing.
So I'll let you go, Big Mike, and then I'll say what I got to say.
No, I was just going to say that it actually happened to me as well. I have a Carnage female here that there was no hypo in her pairing. And I sent her out to get, her shed to get tested. She obviously is visual hypo. You could see that she's hypo. So I sent it out just to be 100% sure. Came back, she's visual hypo, and she's het for pie.
Yeah. Hey, dog, a lot of these guys, they're producing so much. The bigger guys, like MJ said, they didn't care it had hypo in it. They want to move the animal.
You guys see the belly? I just want to show you the belly too. So
yeah.
I don't know if you can even see this. Hold on. I really don't know how to work the camera like this.
Can you put yourself solo?
Yeah. It's getting my face, son of a bitch. You guys can see it though, right? Like you kind of get the idea.
Tracky, right?
You see it, like you see all the blood. Look, there, like right there. There you go. See that? All that. I mean, that's. I have other leopards that don't have that. You know what I mean? So
yeah. Anyways, you got to look at what's on the panel. I had a friend of mine, a really good customer of mine, message me about some animals that she hit, and she still hasn't been able to figure out the look. And even through his offspring, right? And we're looking at the panels, and I'm like, well, it can be this, it can be that. She's talking about doing a whole panel. So what you have to do is really check off what on that panel makes sense to test for. I mean,
damn.
because,
that's like basically luck. You're shooting for luck right there.
Yeah, absolutely. So at the end of the day, for you, the fact that the animal's leopard double het,
DG Clown
is all that really matters, and you're gonna make beautiful animals with it.
Yeah, but I want to know what to name it.
yeah. I mean, and there is variation at the end of the day in clutch mates.
But look, this is a clear example how back in the day something like this would happen to a breeder. Somebody maybe who has steam, somebody to where like if they say something, people believe it. And it's just as easy to be like, well, this is a new line. This is what I have. But really, do you? And I feel like that's happening a lot in this game. Like there's a lot of things that people think they have, but really, like, first and foremost, testing costs money. And then there's a lot of testing you have to do to get the truth sometimes, right? But I feel like throughout the years, a lot of stuff that's in these people's collections are going to come to the forefront as the truth. Like the truth is going to reveal itself, sooner or later, which is a good thing, I feel like,
Yeah.
I've noticed this season as well. There's a lot of variance in the expressions of the animals. They can both have the same genes. Like right now, I have a blackhead cypress clown, which undoubtedly you could see she's blackhead cypress. Then I have another one that I just labeled her as blackhead, but you could tell she's just not blackhead. I'm guessing she has cypress in her. She's just a lower expression of it. But to be safe, because I never want to be the guy to sell somebody something and they're like, yo, bro, you sold me this and it ain't that. I just labeled her as a blackhead.
Guys, remind me this: when somebody has something for sale and they put something in parentheses, does that mean possible? Is that what that means?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
Which
All
is what you do in all fairness in a situation like that. You know, maybe more than likely it is Cypress. So you have to put that pause in there. Sometimes we're making these combos that even the hardest hitting motherfuckers can't ID them. Okay. So you can't feel bad about being safe in selling an animal to someone the right way instead of charging them an extra $5,000. Okay. And then the animal not having the gene and then not wanting to give the money back.
Yeah, that's a problem.
And man, like literally, guys, I mean, I used to kind of like sugarcoat this part, but it's nothing to sugarcoat. IDing's hard, man. Like it could get difficult for sure, especially 100%. when you think you have something that you really want, and you just want to show it off. But you know, motherfuckers, bro, they'll take one thing and run with it. Like you get caught mis-IDing something, motherfuckers will have a field day with you. Unfortunately, you know what I mean.
Anyone could make a mistake, right?
Right.
Because we're dealing with real like difficult, you know, paint jobs, patterns, like little nuances, right?
Right.
That's why I've always loved to look at pictures and analyze and focus and zoom in and circle patterns and look at, you know, abnormalities and things that continuously happen. But when you charge someone an arm and a leg and you act like you're sure, and then you don't want to take care of the customer, bro, I can't deal with that shit.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people doing that type of stuff too, unfortunately.
Yeah, bro.
Well, let's get to that, Big Mike, because you know you're somebody who could kind of speak on what it's like being someone who's growing a collection and getting a lot of transactions in with people who've already been in the game. What's it been like for you so far? Mostly good, a little bit in the middle. I mean, have you had some mofos you'd rather not ever do business with again? Let's get to that.
You know, it's funny you mentioned that. I wasn't gonna say nothing, but since you opened that door, I had a dude in the beginning. I bought a hurricane het clown, right? So he sells me it as a hurricane het clown. I grow the female up. I put her to my bongo fire clown, looking to make some bongo hurricane clowns. 8 eggs, no visual clowns. I hit him up. Yo, bro, I put that girl. She gave me 8 eggs, no visual clowns. Oh, bad odds. Have her shed tested. I'll take care of you. I said, all right, no problem. So I ain't going to keep bothering the man. I have her shed tested. It ain't het clown. So I tell my man Charlie, I'm like, hey, you mind testing her again? He said, I got you. Tested her again. Yo, Mike, she ain't het clown. So I hit up the dude. I'm like, hey, bro, she isn't het clown. I bred her, no visual clowns. Shed tested her twice. Came back negative. This dude caught an attitude, acted like he was doing me a favor. Talking, you know, and that's another thing I know is people over the internet, they have a false sense of reality and they start talking real spicy. Oh, so man. he was getting me tight. So I said, you know what? I just blocked him. I said, it's all good. I auctioned her off as a hurricane proven breeder and I let it go. But apparently, you know, I bought her in 2022 in the beginning, probably, well, yeah, that was probably one of the first purchases I made besides the freeway and the asphalt.
That had to be good coin too back then. Like, come on, like the 2022.
Yeah, but Mike,
go ahead. No, go ahead.
Yeah, so he got me. So I said, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it alone because ain't nothing good gonna come of this.
Yeah,
you know.
But see, Mike, the problem is we can't let things go like that because someone else is gonna get pounded too. So yeah. I feel like, especially what the animal cost you, at least 2 G's.
It was up there.
More than that. We're talking 2022 shit, bro.
Okay, so $2 or $3 grand.
Yeah, it was close to it.
All right, yeah. So that's unacceptable to me, dog.
Yeah. Believe me, I was telling Emilio, and you know, I in the back of my head, I said, you know what, it's all good. Life is a weird thing. I'll end up running into you in a show, and let's see if you have the same energy. Not to.
I just feel like you're homies, and you going public with something like that, I think it would have been the best option. But
yeah,
that's me.
But okay, how long ago did this go down, Mike? Recent? Was this recent?
This was recent. I just auctioned her off. Somebody won her this morning.
So Mike, you obviously knew you could hurt a lot of people, okay? And I don't think it's really that you're trying to get to the end of. I think at the end of the day, like, do you feel like it doesn't really help a brand when you have to bring drama to the forefront and here's the thing, Mila, this is why a lot of people choose to be quiet, because it's not worth, because no matter how right you are, if it's drama, there's going to be motherfuckers talking shit. And there's going to, hold on, let me finish. There's going to be people who are going to side with that person no matter what. And I've dealt with that, man. You want to talk about motherfuckers being spicy with crispy fucking pins in their hats? God damn, bro. There was one guy out there, God, I don't know where he's at now, but I'm just saying, like, there was people out there being very comfortable on how they're reacting via social media, and it's not real life, bro. But it's not what it comes down to, Mike, is like you just wanting to have a solid name in this, right? And the last thing you want is looking like you're complaining about some shit, which at the end of the day, I'm with Emilio, you can't let this shit slide. But it's like, Emilio, where does somebody like Mike find a place to come to the forefront where he doesn't look bad doing it, you know?
This is simple for me, bro. It doesn't have to be drama. What you're telling is the truth, okay? I got hurt by someone. I got. What's the word I'm looking for? I got defrauded. Is that the word? Like,
nah, you said it right the first time. You heard me.
It's a scam.
They took your money.
They
took your money. They sold you something that was not what it is. So that's bad business. In business, we have reviews. Yeah. In business, we have to pay for making mistakes or hurting people. So we can't just stay quiet. It would not have made anyone look bad if you go out there and you make a story on your platform, okay? Or you go on, a homie's podcast, or...
Hey, wait. I'm your homie. You're on a podcast, right? Hey, fuck this guy. Hey, who is this motherfucker, bro? I want to know.
Or you're on a Patreon with a bunch of people. Yo, these Patreons have 100 people. Okay, so when you think about how big the investment community is, all right, you could have up to, I don't know,
let's ring this guy out right now.
A third or a fifth
him out.
You could have a fifth of the investment community in a Patreon. So,
your word.
Honestly, if you don't want to go
already
public,
shut down his morph market. He shut it down. His morph market is shut down.
He's already on his way out. He's already Okay.
All right, that's why I didn't want to give him no shine, because his morph market's already shut down. I reported him on morph market.
Oh, well, there you did it. You did your thing then, bro.
All right, cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he's not on going people's podcasts right now acting like he's a badass, is what you're saying. Okay, good.
No,
that's all that matters. That's we strike motherfuckers like that down for sure. 110%.
Yeah, no.
But you did your thing, bro. If you reported him to morph market, you did your thing. So
good.
Kudos to you.
Yep.
Yeah.
But also, Mike, go on, Mike.
No, I was just gonna say, like you were saying earlier, MJ, I didn't want to, blemish what I'm trying to do or tarnish it in any way with giving him any play. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna take this route. It was a business transaction through Morph Market. I'm gonna report it via Morph Market. Next thing you know, his Morph Market is shut down. So he's done. In my opinion, he's done. Yeah. His social media, nobody really knows who this dude is. The only reason I bought from him in the beginning was because I didn't know no better. And I'm pretty much sure that he was doing that for a while before shed testing became a thing. And then just saying, oh, maybe next clutch, maybe the next clutch, beating dudes in the head. Yeah. But it was a learning experience for me. And now I know better. You can only buy from certain people.
And you know what? I don't care who you are, bro. You're going to run into some shit like this. This is kind of like, first and foremost, you got to do your work. You got to find where to get this shit that you need, right? And sometimes you make certain transactions that maybe don't feel right. And then sure enough, it comes to the truth where, well, I'll never do that again, or I'll never fucking, and that's all you do. You chalk it up to, because one thing I do believe in, man, as much as I want to fucking bring people down who deserve it, karma's a motherfucker, and it's a real thing. Karma is so real, and it comes back. I've seen motherfuckers firsthand who done some shit to me go for full circle, and it's come back to them. And so I know that karma shit is a real thing, and it's not nothing to fuck with. I'll tell you that much.
And you know 100%. What sucks about this the most is that guys like that and other people we've talked about and other people that we'll talk about later and down the road, they make smaller breeders look bad, and they make people second guess buying heads from a smaller breeder that's coming up. Yeah, it's just wrong.
Yeah, it definitely is. And to boot, I asked him all the right questions. You know, I said, "Can I see some clutch mates?" My man showed me visual hurricane clowns. What's the pairing? This was the pairing. So it was like an impossibility for it not to be Het Clown with what he showed me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
well,
know?
but he's good at doing that. Like he had a system. Like he was able to show. Like he was already ready for you to ask, basically, type of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, guys, I will say this: in my whole breeding career, I've had 3 times that I bred a visual to a het. All right, and I did not get visuals. So now that we have shed testing, we're good, right? But when we didn't have shed testing, you had to breed the animal that one more time at least to get confirmation.
Yeah. I'm just happy I didn't sell the animal because I was gonna sell her because I have another.
Yeah, it would have landed on you. You would have been the asshole.
Yeah. Thank God I didn't sell her. I was in the interim of selling her. Somebody was gonna take her. And then I found out, I hit him up right away. I said, "Yo, I'm not gonna ship. I already have printed the label and everything. I ain't gonna ship you her.
Yeah.
This is what's going on." And he was like, "Yeah, I can't use her." I said, "All right, no problem."
We got to think about how far fucking faking people out with real hets, how far back this goes, man. Like I've heard stories of people that I thought like best breeder we've ever had, and then you hear, nah, fuck, that motherfucker took me for 30K, sold me a bunch of fake hets, and then it took like 10 years to figure that out, obviously, right? And this is obviously the old school way, which this is why it's glad we should be happy that we are now in an era where we can avoid all this shit, because it's still easy to think like, oh, this person wouldn't fuck me over, and you make this sweet deal on a bunch of double het, triple het babies, and you spend fucking thousands of dollars, and then next you know 6 years goes by and you find out none of them, or maybe half of them aren't even double het or some shit, and the guy you sold them to is in fucking Jamaica or retired somewhere. It's like, bro, like it was cutthroat shit. That was an old school thing back in the day, right, Emilio? Like people selling fake heads to each other and shit.
Yeah.
I
can tell you this. For me, I'll admit this to you guys. I never bought heads from anyone that didn't have some type of reputation or review.
Yeah.
Because I just seen too much in this game. I seen too much flipping. I seen all the shit that happens. And dog, there are so many animals getting flipped out there. I mean, I would buy heads from like real legit people.
Would you buy a head from me?
Oh, come on, man.
Hey, look, that was a marketing question, just so you know. That made me look good, so thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, bro. You know.
All right, so check it out. I want to know right now, Mike, let's kind of get into your production talk, because I want to know where you're at right now with, you going into 2025. How many clutches are you looking to hit, and what are some of the cream of the crop stuff you're looking to get your hands on this coming year?
Right now it's looking like 14. I'm doing a lot of Krypton stuff with Hurricane. I'm looking to hit some Bongo. I love Bongo. I'm looking to hit some Hypo Clown with Bongo and Enchi in it as well. I'm hoping that Enchi doesn't reduce it and it adds to the color. That's my hope. We'll see what happens. I'm going to be doing some Grim stuff as well. And I just got into the Kiki project with DG. Actually got an animal coming from one of your sponsors, Conduit Constrictors.
Oh, shout out to Steve. Yeah.
Good dudes over there.
Yeah.
So I'm jumping into that. What else I have cooking over here? Ultramall Clown Pies. Looking to put Blackhead Leopard in there. Trying to take that to, super Blackheads. Ultramall Clown Pies. I want to be based heavy in supers and allelics and clown hypo, and also paint. Paint is another, like I said, granite. I love granite. So I got a paint mail here from my man Travis over at Enigmatic Reptiles.
Shout out to Travis.
And, yeah, that dude, he's a solid dude. My man right there. So I'm going to be putting that boy to work and see what happens. I got out a puzzle, so I got rid of all my puzzle stuff. Can't do everything.
Okay, all right. Well, let's stop there, because obviously puzzle is like, people are saying puzzle is the new clown and all this shit. But why did you choose to discontinue puzzle and put it elsewhere?
Well, one, I have limited space, right?
Right.
Two, like I said, I want to be hyper focused in what I'm doing and what I'm putting out. And you can't do everything and do it to his best potential. And like I said, clown hypo is my base, right? Obviously, puzzle doesn't work with clown. Not saying it doesn't work with hypo, but it doesn't work with clown. So I replaced the puzzle with the paint project. Paint works extremely well with clown and hypo, and everything could correlate and go together. My Ultramel can work with it. Whereas if I have puzzle in the mix here, I'm limited to puzzle hypos or puzzle DG. And to be honest, that project is already far along, and dudes, prices on puzzle hypos are already coming down because dudes are overproducing it.
It's all over now, dude. I was just saying that. Listen, I think puzzle still has a bunch of potential. Okay, this is not a jab at puzzle, but it's like DG. It's saturated right now, bro. And like it's not saturated visually yet, but I know just how not nobody, but most people didn't see the DG saturation coming. I could already tell puzzle shits is going to be flooding. It's going to be everywhere.
It's going to be like everything else.
Everywhere. It's going to be everywhere. So that was, dude, that, in my opinion, Mike, that was a fucking player move right there, bro. For sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And plus, there's so many people already doing it so well.
Yeah.
You know, you got Will Morrows.
That's the man right there. That's the puzzle guy right there, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No disrespect to anyone else, but the first puzzle DG I ever saw was at Will's house 3 years ago, and he showed me all this puzzle, all this DG shit. I'm like, dude, I was like, who's going to catch up to you? I was like, you're the fucking man in this shit. And mind you, he made a lot of customers probably with all that shit throughout the last 3 years. Because now it's everywhere, bro. It's everywhere.
Yeah, Will's on another level with puzzle, bro.
Will's the man.
Yeah.
Literally.
Then you got the guy from what is it, Ball Python Shed, Bob Vooz.
Oh yeah, Josh. Yeah.
You know?
Oh my God, Josh Jackie, bro. That guy murders it. I mean, me and Emilio's been to a few shows where we gone to his table. Huh, Emilio? His shit that Josh has, bro.
You got some hard hitters out there in the background too.
Yeah, Kittinger's boy is a beast with the
Jason.
puzzle
That guy,
hypos.
Swope. Barry Swope is the
Hey, stop the Barry Swoop, bro. Damn. Wait. Oh no. And, hold on. Corey DeLong. Shout out to Corey DeLong too. That motherfucker. You really think that's just a hurricane, or I'm sorry, that's just a monsoon clown that he posted, Emilio, or is there something else that you think?
I messaged a couple people today. He says that's what I think it's super bright. So, you know.
Did you see that snake?
That thing is crazy.
That snake is wicked.
I'm gonna show it right now.
That's why we do ball pythons, guys.
Yeah, this right here is just pretty fucking
The pattern
amazing.
starts at the head and goes all the way down. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. So you're saying this is a pretty bright snake for it to just be monsoon clown?
I think so.
It could be fire.
I think it's special.
Special?
Yeah, special is easy to miss sometimes. So
was it in the pairing? Let me see.
He was saying it isn't. I don't know, but
I believe it was a double head pairing, double head to double head.
But if you compare that snake to the one that Brock Wagner hit, they're in two different galaxies.
This one's on a whole nother level. No, I love you, Brock, but this one right here is this is the shit right here.
Yeah, they're on two different galaxies. It's not even a different planet.
Damn.
That snake right there that Corey hit is accentuates why we do ball pythons, my people.
Yeah,
that shit is inspiring.
I'm so curious on how it's gonna age. If it could keep if it could keep it looking like, you know, where you see what you see and none of this gets washed out or anything. Oh man,
the pattern won't change. Could it darken a little bit? Yeah, but I think it's that thing is I think it's
I want to see it with DG.
I want to see it with DG. I want to see it with Hypo.
Yeah. I want to see it with Exantic. I want to see it with Ultramel. I want to see it with I mean, we saw the Ultramel version, but I want to see it with all the different colors, bro.
So, okay, we mentioned DG Hypo stuff. Let's kind of get your take on that, Mike. I mean, I think obviously, like any other smart ball python breeder knows that they do great together. I mean, there's no reason why DG Hypo shouldn't be together. But what route did you take first? Was it Hypo or DG?
I got them together.
Smart. There you go. That's a good answer. But how'd you do that? I mean, you got Ferraris parked in your fucking driveway. I mean, how did you like get your hands on DG stuff and Hypo stuff? Let's get to that.
Man, just busting my ass working overtime.
Respect. Okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and I'll be honest, man. I have a lot of hobbies, and when I got into this, my wife was like, "This dude is bugging out," because I'm from New York, so I had a lot of jewelry and all that. I'm
Yeah.
getting older now. I don't need no jewelry. I ain't
Yeah.
trying to give it to my son for God bless him. Anything happened to him.
Yeah.
So I went to my jeweler and I'm like, "Yo, bro,
Cash me out.
take all of this." And he's like, "What's going on? Everything all right, Mike?" I said, "Everything's good, man. I'm buying snakes." He looked at me like I have 4 heads. Yeah. I sold I sold all my jewelry, my kayak,
Oh
my
my
little
God.
boat, the trailer for the boat, the hitch that went with. I sold all that, and I was just buying snakes. And
Damn.
that's
It be
how I
like,
got what I got.
hey, it be like that.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. And like for instance, like did you get DG het stuff or just visual DG stuff or just het DG stuff? Well, how did you kind of like get into projects, with the DG specifically?
So I always try to have a visual on one side and the head on another.
Right.
So I would literally go on Morph Market and I would say, okay, if I get this female, with these hats, is it more cost effective than getting the male and vice versa, and see which route was, the most cost effective way to go about it. And as far as, in the pairing, and I would try to at least get a 1 to 2, or, if it was a male that can, correlate to a couple different females that have hats or visuals for that. And that's how I kind of like branched it out. Then I put them in my rack and I kind of color code them, OCD, and okay, this guy can go here, 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 and this female give me this, and then once I get that from this female, it can go to this male that has the hats because I have a visual. For instance, I have a clown male here. He's visual clown. He's double head DG and hypo. So I took him and I'm running him to my vanilla hypo DG female and my chocolate pastel enchi hypo DG female. So I got, I'm going to have those girls growing up. God willing, I get 2 visuals,
Right.
out of them. And then I bought a male recently from Argent, from Robbie. And he had I like Calico. And I want to see what it'll do in a DG Hypo Clown version. So he had what is that? I believe it's a blackhead Calico, double head DG Hypo. So I snatched that male to grow him up so I can put him to those visual females that I'm going to make that'll be, visual DG Hypo het for Clown. And I try to think ahead, like 3 years ahead, on anything I pick up and anything I'm going to grow up.
Wow. Okay. So Calico, has there been any visual DG Clown Calico stuff yet? Like Sugar DG Clown shit or any?
I've seen Calico clowns. I haven't personally seen any DG versions, and I want to see how it'll look in DG since Calico affects the bottom half of that snake so much, and with DG cleaning it up and making it that cream color, because Calico, from what I've seen, and with Blackhead, it makes a bright orange snake.
Yeah.
So I want to see what it's going to do in Clown with DG and Hypo.
I wish I never would have parted ways with Sugar Calico stuff back in the day. I don't know why, but I thought because like the way Kodoms were headed back then, they were just devaluing. I was like, because this stuff's not going to age well. But man, I was wrong. There's Sugar shit that ages well, and then there's also like it hasn't been put into like triple recessives yet. Which if you think that ages well now, wait till you see it into some good high quality triple recessive, double recessive. So definitely kind of myself in the ass on that one.
People stayed away because of the inconsistencies.
Yeah,
that brought.
Yeah, you didn't. Yeah, they weren't all smokers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, some of them were so low white that you couldn't even tell if it was a calico. Yeah. So I feel like those inconsistencies really hurt it. Like for myself, for sure, I only have one animal with calico in it, and I wish I had more, but I just never gave it the importance that I probably should have.
Yeah. Now I got to ask you, Mike, anything. So, I know you mentioned paint, right? And paint is so we're talking about some potential, right? We haven't seen enough of paint yet. What's another good gene you feel like that you're working with that's pretty untapped, or maybe that there's not a lot of it out there yet?
Carnage. It's not a recessive gene, but in my opinion, Carnage is
I know Carnage has another name. What is it? Is there? I'm assuming
Nanny. They call it Nanny as well. Yes. That's the original name.
Dude, we talked about this with Homeboy from Puerto Rico. What's the homie's name?
Yeah.
What's the homie's name? Forget his name, dude.
Damn, and I be hitting him up all the time, asking him questions. I forget his name. That's
oh my
foul.
God, bro. He's the homie too.
I remember it.
But anyways, like, yeah, bro. I remember we were diving deep on Carnage / Nanny stuff, and he was the only one to show me like what it really looked like in the clown and stuff. Dude, that's a fucking potential project right there. Holy shit. Manny. No. Kenny.
Aponte.
Kenny Aponte. Kenny, I'll never forget your name again, big dog. I'm so sorry. That's my boy.
He's a good dude.
No, but yeah, bro. Okay, let's get to Carnage. Where you at with it?
Carnage, I have 3 females growing up, and I'll be honest with you, my favorite animal in my entire collection is a Carnage animal that has no recessive traits. It's 3 coldoms.
Damn.
And it's ridiculous, in my opinion. And like I said, I love Granite Genes. It has an awesome super form. So obviously I want to get to that super on it and work it through my collection.
Who did you pick up the Carnage stuff from?
I got it from Hub City, Koi, from Johnny Medina, another jiu-jitsu guy. He just got his black belt too.
Oh,
congrats, Johnny.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Johnny Medina.
But what's his name on IG? Like, what does he go by?
Hub City Koi.
Hub City? Hub City?
Hub
City.
He's in Florida, Emilio. I don't know if you know him.
I know the name of the company. I've never spoken to him I don't know him. But the name Hub City, I know that name.
Yeah, Hub City Koi. He does a lot of weird shit. You know, he has a lot of shit that he's making over there. He really doesn't put himself out there like that, as I think he should. But he has a lot of nice Carnage animals.
Where did he get his Carnage stuff from?
I believe from the person who founded it initially. I forget their name. Jesus, the guy who named it Nanny.
Oh yeah, I forget that guy's name, but Kenny.
I forget his name.
Him.
Carson,
I believe that is his name, right? Yeah.
Were you gonna say Emilio? My bad.
The more I see Carnage, I see a dark hurricane-like trick-like animal that I love to be working puzzle into, and maybe Krypton like you have. Those are the things I want to see with it.
Well, it's funny you say that because that female that I have, she's a Blackhead Huffman Carnage. I'm gonna put my Hurricane Krypton to her and see what I get from there.
Carson Phelps is the guy's name. Shut the Limey.
Yeah.
Have you ever met Limey? Are you one of the people who've met Limey? I'm just curious.
I never met him, but I've spoken to him. He's a cool dude.
I just want to know if he's a little person, and if I want to know if he's black. Those are my 2 biggest questions, and I don't mind either one. I don't care. I just want to know.
I don't think he's a little person, and I think he is black.
Okay, well, shout to either way, bro. You could be either one, and I'm still cool with you, dude. I'm just
It's crazy.
Shut the Limey though. No, but listen, the reason why I asked you that question is because you got so many untapped things out there, and I feel like the biggest tip you could give anyone getting in for anyone out there investing in a gene such as Carnage is making sure you're getting it from the right person, right? Like I always 100%. Say, bro, like not only do you need to vet the people that are talking on a podcast, but obviously vet the people who have projects, right? Because people are good at getting something and flipping it right away, and you don't even know it. Like people paint a picture like they've been working on something for a minute, but really they had just gotten it from somebody else, and they're just now giving it to you. Kind of like how you almost accidentally sold that Hurricane Het Clown, which luckily it didn't happen, but that shit happens all the time. You know what I mean? That's why it's so important to ask these questions. You know what I mean?
Yeah. With me personally, since I have to keep my collection so small and compact, if I use a female this season or I use a male this season and I have no use for them the following season, or I hit what I was looking for out of it, they're out of here. They got to go. Yeah. Nobody lives here for free. So I put them up. They got to go because, I got limited space. And if I'm going to hold back, like this season, I held back 8. I had to get rid of the ones I wasn't going to use no more. I hit the Super Ashford Clown, the Ashford Het Clown. She was out of here.
Yeah.
That's just the way I do it. So I can keep rotating them in and out. and keep building my collection while keeping it manageable and being able to maintain it.
You want to know what? You want to know one of the scariest moments in my snake keeping career so far? What it was when my wife walked in here, because we like earlier this year we put like 30K in the backyard. Like we stretch ourselves out, and for whatever reason, my wife was just coming in here and she's like, so what? She's like, what has bred for you? Like, can you show me what has given you babies? And I was showing her ball pythons and showing her all this stuff. And she's like, can we go to this side of the room? I'm like, why? She's like, well, show me what's giving you money here. I'm like, nothing is giving me money. She's like, so you're saying all this is just like, you put money into all this and this is all just living rent free. And that's how she said it. She's like, none of these snakes are paying rent is what you're saying. I'm like, but mind you, dude, that's when I had scrubs. But dude, when she said that, I was like, holy shit. I was like, what else do I have? Like, that's when I had scrubs. I had Pop One olives, all this shit that I was still years away from breeding. And I'm like, why the fuck do I have this right now? Like, I'm just like, it's costing me money. It's costing me time first and foremost. And they're big fucking snakes. You know what I mean? So, dude, there's a time and place you need to look at what you're paying for and say, is this shit paying? Is it worth being here under this roof? That's a scary thing to have to go through sometimes. I'll tell you that much, bro. My wife checked me hard that night for sure.
Yeah, I'm with your wife, man. If it ain't paying rent, it gotta go.
Man, I don't know what to say to that. I was like, can we just stay on the ball python side of things? Can we?
I finally agree with that, but I'm at a deficit, bro. I'm keeping about 35 animals this year, and I've only let go of 10. So. Yeah. We'll see. I got to figure this out quick.
No, but listen, like, it was something, as much as it was hard for me to hear what she said, that's why do you think I went to town and I parted away, bro? I got rid of a bunch of shit. And I don't want to hate to say the word get rid of, because I really love these snakes that I was keeping, but bro, they were costing me money. I wasn't doing shit with them as far as any breeding, and there was no really real breeding plans. It was just more of a flex that I had it. You know what I'm saying? But right now I can't afford flexes like that. I just like, I got things to pay for. You know what I mean? So
yeah, everything's got to make sense.
Everything's
it's not only the money, it's the mindset,
Dude,
raising the animal.
100% focus, bro. Yes.
I mean, bro, forget it. Like, time is money. Like when he raised that animal that wasn't het, it's not just the money. It's the time, the love and passion in raising the animal and getting it exactly to where it needs to be. Bro, that shit hurts, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was tight, man. And I feed my girls good. They got an unlimited buffet. They look at me funny, they getting something to eat.
Right.
So yeah, I was pretty upset about that. But I come in here and I try to I love these animals, don't get me wrong. I love opening the tubs. I have a bad day at work.
Yeah, that's the best part.
Whatever is going on, something went wrong. I come downstairs, I start cracking tubs, looking, oh shit, look at this one. Look at this one. Bugging out with them.
Yep.
But sometimes I'll come here and I'll sit in this chair and I'll just stare at the rack. I'll start reading labels and I'll be like, homegirl, you make no sense. Like, you can't go to nothing here. And then next thing you know, I got my blue little marker, chopping block, and there you go. And people are like, oh, why are you getting rid of that? You can use it for this. Well, it doesn't work with what I'm trying to do. If it works for you, I'll give you a great deal on it.
Let's talk another thing that people kind of fuck up on. I was definitely one of these. And I feel like it's, because you get so groomed in the beginning to focus on females, right? Which is obviously true. But the male game is so important, mainly because you finally get to the point where you're like, I need the male now. And then you stretch yourself thin on one male to where you wait, mind you get a male that's about 6 months to a year from breeding. You wait that time. It comes game day. You pair him up and he's a hee-hee, or there's something wrong with him or something. but there's a lot of things that could happen where that male just doesn't want to breed. Okay. So the backup male game, what's your take on having backup males when you first start off, and how do you feel about your backup male game?
I'll be completely honest, MJ. I'm slacking on the males. There's a joke here in my house. My wife laughs because all my females live in the ARS. The males is in a PVC one, and we say that they're in the projects.
Government housing.
Yeah, they're in public housing. You guys are good in there. No, but the
males get no respect, dog.
Yeah, it's like real life, right? But I don't have too many duplicate males, and that's I've gotten lucky so far. I've gotten lucky. I haven't run into a situation where they didn't want to breed. Knock on wood, you know, these guys, they go in, they do their thing. And I've made it a thing where when I take them out of the female's tub after they lock, I wipe them down with a baby wipe. I'll put them in their tub and I'll run right to the rat shed, run right back, and I'll toss one in there.
Yeah.
And bow, they'll hit it. And I've been able to keep them eating and breeding.
Yeah.
So I've been very lucky. But I know that I have to start stepping up my male game. So I held back a few males this season for that specific reason, so I don't get caught, you know, with my pants down, for lack of better words.
because it's only a matter of time, bro.
Yep. Because
Right.
check it out. 2 years ago, I learned the hard way that, you know, not like just relying on one male, and you want certain projects from each one of those males to go the distance, you know, you're going to run into some problems. And I ran into like 3 different scenarios where the male stopped eating or just stopped performing, and I couldn't pair them no more. So then I was like, oh, fuck. Well, this whole year's fucked. So the year after that, which was last year, I held back a shit ton of males. Like, and I'm talking some good, powerful stuff like, chocolate leopard, 100% double head GG clown stuff, and like other gravel, super gravel, 100% double head stuff, right? And I remember I kept back so much where I had somebody hit me up who bought some good snakes from me, and one of the younger males that she bought passed away. I guess she left the ASF in it, and fucking ASF went to town. God bless.
Wow.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Which, guys, please check your tubs. Because I hear ASFs are they will fuck your snake up pretty quick. Like you could get away with a rat overnight, because I've done it plenty of times. I left rats in overnight, and that next morning I check right away, and it's been fine. You know what I mean? But I heard ASFs even overnights will just leave holes in them. Yeah. So, anyways, what was I getting with that? Oh yeah. Okay. So she hits me up and she's like, dude, I hate, I'm embarrassed, but I need a male. And I was like, holy shit, look what I have. Like I have one that I can let go of, because I have 3 of the same. And mind you, bro, like what she paid for that male, because it was breeder ready, she paid almost $1,000 more than what she was going to pay as a little baby a year ago. So I feel like there's a couple things on your side here, right? You hold back males, not only for your protection to, you know, for having players in the game, but dude, that's good. Like that's good stock right there. Like if you're like at the point where you're like, I don't need this male, and he's a breeder ready to go, I feel like you could sell that thing pretty good at that point too. So what I'm saying is, I don't think there's no harm in holding back a lot of males if you can.
Right.
Like
No,
I'm talking powerful ones, like ones that that you feel are going to be relevant in 2 years. You know what I mean? Like ones that are still going to have some sort of a push in the game. You know what I mean?
Right. No, I agree with you. You know, if I'm going to hold back a male, he got to have a few cold arms in him, be double head for something,
sure. Yeah,
or visual and head for something else, you know?
Yeah, it has to be something
like
you want.
Yeah, like you said, like if I decide to let him go, he's something that's wanted, you know? He's not, you know.
Yeah, I've said this for years now, man. I look at hets as visuals. Like me personally, if I want to keep that snake, like for instance, the chocolate leopard 100% double het, to me, that was a visual DG clown, because I want to keep it, and I know the power of hets. Like I know I put that snake, I can even go head to head and I'm going to hit something. You know what I mean? Like I know the odds are a little bit more dicier as you go up, but Mark Bailey 2 years in a row hits a fucking DG Xanthi clown off a triple het. You know what I mean? So, bro, stop sleeping on hets, guys. That's all I got to say out there. Stop fucking sleeping on hets and just putting all your coin into 1 or 2 snakes. Bro, buy them hets, please.
Yeah. Well, I got the Super Ashfall from a head to head, Super Ashfall clown, and I got the Cypress Blackhead clown off a head to head pairing.
Yeah. Yeah. See? Listen, it all lies down to who you're getting the hets from, and if they're your own hets, there you go. You know what they are. That's why I feel like holding back your own hets is a smart move, because you know goddamn well what the fuck they are. You know what I mean? Like you produced it.
Right.
And a lot of people are just still sleeping on hets right now, man. Listen, people are still spending money. Not Miguel. Why do I keep calling you Miguel, Emilio? What the fuck? But Emilio sold 2 snakes on Morph Market today. This fool's not hurting. You know what I'm saying? Like quality sells first and foremost. And, you know, yeah, day by day. I don't know. What do you got, Emilio?
Yeah, with hets, you have the opportunity to hit, you know, look at Will. Will does a bunch of head-to-head pairings. They're stacked, badass, badass hets. But sometimes you got to take those risks, man. Those risks can give you amazing outcomes.
Well, the Monsoon Clown was a double hat to double hat.
Yeah.
The one Corey hit.
Yeah, like for me, bro, I got for me, the way I did my monsoon stuff is I got fire, special, OD, all this stuff bouncing around in my head. So I'm gonna have a hell of a time with that stuff going forward, bro. All the right codons that I want, nothing that I don't want in there. That's my main goal when I add codon incomplete dominance. I do not want anything in there that I don't want.
100%. And I think if you're gonna go head to head, in my opinion, it got to be have the codoms or incomplete dominant genes that you stacked with incomplete dominant genes that are desirable. If you're just doing a normal double head to a normal double hat, to me that's for lack of a better word, that's stupid. Because you're gonna make a double visual. That's a clown hypo. Good. Perfect. Happy for you. For me, if I'm gonna put a head to head, I want to make sure it's something that is going to have some codoms in it and do something different, something that's relevant.
Okay, that's a good point, Mike. Because let's just say, let's say you really want to make puzzle sunset stuff, whatever, right? Like that's too expensive codoms or recessives right there, right?
Right.
But for instance, you could go a couple routes. Like you could buy a visual sunset, and then get het puzzle stuff or whatever. But you have two different ways about going about it. You could drop a bunch of coin and go the visual route, or you could go the het route, which you're going to save quite a bit of money, but you could get the hets with incomplete dominance, right?
100%.
So
hold up, but wait a second. If that project is very rare still, there's nothing wrong with doing it.
If it's very rare, but
puzzle sunset is very rare.
Okay, hold on. So you're telling me right now in 5 years, puzzle sunset's still going to be rare?
It's not, but
okay. Well, that's what I'm saying. If people are buying babies right now, in 3, 4, 5 years, that's what you got to be looking at.
Yeah, absolutely. You do want the codoms in there, but you're also going to pay premium for that. So
you're going to pay a lot more money for a visual.
Yeah, if you could still do something that's rare, you could still do the double visual. Without
you're going to be paying a lot of money out of pocket, though. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, and then once you hit that double, you can start really playing with it, or adding a het male, a double het male down the road with codoms or three codoms in it for all we know. So I mean, there is no one way to do this.
No, there isn't no one way. But I feel like with all respect, Emilio, if you do that, ain't you hustling backwards? Because now you gotta take that double visual, put it to some incomplete dominance, make your hets,
start over,
grow those females up. If it's not a female that you already have that's double visual, to then breed them again. I don't know. I always try to find the shortest path to get wherever I'm trying to go. If that makes sense.
Well, that's the name of the ball python game. Get there.
Yeah, but what you guys what you're saying is that most people out there didn't put a puzzle and a sunset together. A bunch of people did that this year.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, hold on. This is not what you're getting right now, Emilio, because I'm saying if you want to make let's just say you want to be in the sunset puzzle game, right? And you buy a visual sunset that's het puzzle, and you buy a puzzle that's het sunset. That's a lot of money right there, okay? And you're spending that much money just to make visual sunset puzzles with no incomplete dominance. Him and I are saying that makes no sense whatsoever, because why not get something that's like a blackhead double het sunset puzzle and a GHI double het sunset puzzle? You see what I'm saying? And let's say you can even afford a group of those, because we all know numbers is on your side. If all you can afford is 2 snakes and you want to hit a double visual, good luck, bro. You're betting on 2 snakes. You got to look at the number side of things. Why is Will so successful in the ball python game? Because he can hold back whatever he wants, and he has numbers on his side. Same with Miguel. Same with Ozzy. Well, Ozzy doesn't have a lot of numbers, but Justin, right? People are hitting what they're hitting because the numbers are on their side, bro. And that's it. At the end of the day, if you are going to be finally getting to the point of making double recessive, triple recessives, it should have some incomplete dominance in the mix. That's it. Right?
The right ones.
The right ones, right.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Now, speaking of right ones, wrong ones, what are some of the stuff that you just choose to stay away from, either incomplete dominant, recessive-wise? Even if it's something that's hyped up and people like, anything out there that you've kind of looked at, other than puzzle, right? I know you let go of puzzle, but Anything else like incomplete dominant wise that you rather not work with, or anything that you avoid?
I've been avoiding pastel. A lot of the animals I've been letting go have pastel in it.
It's fucked up, Mike. I'm just kidding.
Pastel has its place. Don't get me wrong, but I just don't like the way it works in clown. And again, my base is clown hypo, so I don't want no white heads. It looks like those night walkers from what's that show? I forget.
The Walking Dead.
Yeah. No, not the Walking Dead. It's the other one. The Thrones. Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. All right. Yeah.
The dudes with the white mask. I
Yeah.
can't stand that in clown. So I've been getting rid of pastel. I've never got into spider. A lot of the Bell complex genes, I try to be very careful in what I have it in. If I'm gonna have it, I try to have it in a female, not a male as much, because I don't want to spread it by using that male. So I try to stay away from those genes pretty much. Like I like Mojave, but I don't want it in a male. I'll have it in a female because I don't want to, if I put that male to 3 females, now I just spread Mojave through 3 clutches, So if all the holdbacks have Mojave, I'm making white snakes potentially, or it can get out of hand like fire. I love fire as well.
Yeah.
I have fire in my collection, but I'm trying to avoid white snakes as much as I can.
Yeah, listen, say what you want about pastel or like fire, any of those genes. I mean, I feel like if you get it in the right combination, you'll see that it does have its place. I recently made DG clown stuff this year that has pastel and fire, and I didn't know it had fire until it came out of the egg, and I showed Mark Bailey, and he was like, "Oh yeah, that probably has fire in it," but it made the snake look that much better with pastel.
Well, pastel works well in DG.
Yeah,
pastel
so
works
fire.
well in DG.
I think
and fire as well. I
Yeah.
like fire. I have some Bongo Hurricane firehead clowns here that are amazing. The fire just makes it pop. But like I said, I just rather have it in the female. I don't want it in a male where he's gonna spread it and potentially make white snakes. Especially having such a small collection, I want to be very mindful on what I'm keeping in the male.
But your end game is the dark stuff, though, right? Like if you could choose like what you want to have like a theme for, is the dark game like your bread and butter? That's what you're shooting for.
Yeah, I like the dark morphs. I like the granite genes, and I want to get them into hypo and some of them into DG. Not all of them, because DG tends to cream everything out and clean it up.
Yeah.
So I don't want to clean up the pixelation and all that. I want to keep that. So hypo.
Has there been any super blackhead DG stuff out there yet?
I haven't seen it. That's what's really gonna make shit go crazy. Watch.
Yeah, because I want to see something super dark in a nice DG combo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like especially with like hypo clown, but like super blackhead, super gravel, super asphalt. That's what I can't wait to see. And that's my direction. Like I love super asphalt, super gravel stuff. I like the pavement stuff, but I want to see that shit in clown hypo and clown DG and clown hypo DG, and you know what I mean? Like that's the thing that I look forward to the most. I will say I love hypo, man, but some people are right. Hypo don't look right in some things. Like I like the way super gravels and super asphalts pop at you. Like, you've seen a nice super gravel. I mean, you made a super asphalt clown, right?
Yes.
I made a Mardi Gras clown a year ago. My boy Dylan has it, and it popped. Like, it was like, wow, it was like purple. I couldn't believe it. But I just noticed that hypo would have kind of coated that a little bit. Like it would have looked good, but it wouldn't be popping. You know what I'm saying? So I know depending on the combo, hypo could still make something look more crisper and cleaner. But I feel like something like on super gravel, like, oh man, I don't know. I have mixed emotions on it right now. I'm not gonna lie.
I would say that it benefits because it's gonna age better than if you just leave it. An adult super gravel or super asphalt. Well, I can't speak on super asphalt. I haven't seen an adult yet, but I've seen adult super gravels.
Yeah. And
they kind of browned out, and you wouldn't think it would.
Do. Super asphalt's age better.
Yeah. Well, you would with hypo in that you wouldn't have had so much browning. It would have preserved it, for lack of better words.
That's true. So longevity wise, hypo would probably be in your favor, is what you're saying.
Right. Because everything looks great as a hatchling, right? As soon as you hatch it, it's like, the first shed, get a meal in it, it's like, wow, this shit is amazing. Then out of nowhere, a year down the road, it looks like a turd. So That's
I
what I'm
would say
trying to
not all of
avoid.
them, man, but I feel like you're talking about a rack full of sunsets.
I
Just
I
kidding.
like
Chris.
Sunset. I think it has its place.
Do you got sunset in your collection?
No,
Yeah, then you don't like it that much.
You don't like it, motherfucker.
I like looking at it, but I don't want it.
What about Pied? We didn't talk about Pied. You got any Pied stuff?
I like Pied. To me, Pied, you take that to a show, and they're selling themselves.
Right.
There's nobody that's gonna walk by your table and not want to see a Pied. Every little kid, every mom that's walking with their kid, or dad that don't know nothing about ball pythons, they see that white with that pattern. Hey, what's that? So I noticed that just Pieds. There's really nothing, I want to try to make higher end stuff if I could. So that's why I went towards the Ultramel Clown Pieds. And I made that my triple recessive project for Pied. So that way it gives it that color, gives it that clown head, and then getting the black head and Enchi in there, give it more pattern.
Yeah.
And whatever the residual effects of that is, whatever if I miss on, I know 100% is going to sell at a show. Somebody's going to buy it.
2 years ago, I was considering getting rid of all my Pieds, like just because I forgot what it was. I just, it's kind of one of those things where I saw it everywhere, and they're like $200. But then I was like, wait a minute, like, and then obviously I think Emilio had a huge like motivation why I should keep Pied. But like when you have Pied in the right combo, bro, you just can't go wrong. And mind you, just what Pied looks like. And we talk about what Pied's always been to this hobby since day one. But now we're talking about what Pied looks like with DG Clown, DG Hypo, or like whatever, like other recessives, which is kind of bringing Pied back to life in a sense. And I will always back this up from going on forward is what Emilio has said is Pied is king. I think Pied is king for real. Like I think so. I think no matter what you look at it, big scale, small scale, Pied is going to bring people in.
Yeah, and that's what we need. We need more people in the industry, right? Because if it doesn't grow, what we're gonna do? Keep selling to each other. At some point, we're just gonna be like, bro, just send it. You know what I mean? You build a relationship with somebody probably like you and Emilio. I doubt you guys are gonna charge each other. You're gonna be like, yo, bro, send that to me. You don't need it.
100%.
And it's it's a hobby and we enjoy doing it. But at the end of the day, you want to make your coin off of it too. I know this is your living for you guys. And whoever aspires to do that, they got to look at it in that business sense as well. So if Pied's going to bring people in, why not have it?
Yep. Now you talked about vending a couple shows already, right? You got a couple shows under your belt?
Yeah, I only did 2 so far.
How's it feel to vend? Like, let's kind of get to that.
I love it, man. I love it. It's my wife goes with me, it gives her a little time off from the kids, Yeah, so we go have dinner with Herbert and his wife, and then me and her, we go chill, have a good time. Then the next day, you at the show. I like talking to people. I love kids, man. So, I'm always trying to put a snake in the kid's hand. They walk by, giving out stickers and putting a smile on people's faces, And I think that's why I've had such luck in the 2 shows that I've done, because I notice a lot of dudes, they just sit in their chair and they're just on their phone. And unless you're coming over and you look like you're going to buy something, they don't got no time for you.
Yeah.
So I try to talk to everybody.
If you ain't doing icebreaker shit to your people walking by, man, you ain't going to be pulling nobody. You got to, man. Like one of the best people I've seen behind a booth, at my booth for sure. I mean, Milo held it down, but man, Dave Levison. I mean, you know who Dave Levison is, Mike?
Yes.
This he will carry a conversation with like a family of like Koreans, right? But they're just so like engaged and just like he just knows how to like keep people like zoned in and just focusing on the snake. I shadowed him before, like I've heard him, and I feel like the most successful people who vend are the people who are like they want to talk to people. Like you got to want to talk to people, and if you don't, and you think that money's just gonna come to you and your shit's gonna sell by sitting behind your fucking table looking weird, let's think about it. When you're not smiling, you're not greeting people, you look weird. You really do. You don't look appealing at all. You know what I mean? So. And I feel like that's changing with times. I feel like, but people are, the ones who are like that are just kind of set in their ways, or they just don't understand what it takes to have people skills. But you kind of learn. But I feel like if you have that already, Mike, you're on a 1-up, as far as the vending side of things goes,
Yeah.
It's simple.
Go ahead, Emilio.
It's simple, man. You gotta have nice shit on the table, colors, colorful stuff. You have to have passion, excitement. No one wants to go up to a table where a guy's fucking pissed off and looking like he wants to die.
Or staring off in the distance.
Yeah,
I've never seen one guy, bro, and I'm like, is he okay?
Like last week, there was this guy sitting on his table. He's got deli cups everywhere, right? And he's been complaining about the show all weekend. And this guy's fucking sitting like with the chair. He's leaning on the chair and he's like this on his table. Tell me how the hell that guy thinks he's gonna sell something.
Listen, my wife makes fun of me because they be people down the block, and I'm like, "Hey, how you doing?" She's like, "Yo, they're not even by the table, bro. What are you doing?" I'm like, "Yo, they're looking over here. Hey, come over. Hey, I got stickers. You want stickers? How about you want give it to your friend? Come here." You know?
You just gotta share your passion for what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know, just explain things to people, teach. You know, and in some ways, slightly mentor. Even if they're not buying an animal from you.
No, I agree.
You know,
I had a guy. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Emilio. I agree. I had a guy, you know, he came to my table and he was gonna buy what was it? It was a good snake. It was a leopard, spot-nosed bongo, het clown. So it was an Alele snake, but he already had purchased a freeway het clown from me. So obviously the one that had the 3 codoms in it was more expensive than the super asphalt that was on the table. But I told him, I said, don't get that snake. I said, you know, you want to get this one, a super asphalt, so it has 2 copies of asphalt. You put it with that freeway het clown you have, you're guaranteed to hit more super asphalts and more freeways. And then you send your sheds in, you use my discount code that's right here, boop, and you get 15% off. And you know, you could test for clown, and then you hold back whatever is het clown, a male that's het clown. You already have the female that's already breeder size, that's het for clown, and then you pair those together. And you know, the father thanked me. He was like, "Oh man, thanks. You know, you would have made more money selling me this snake." And I was like, "Yeah, but that wasn't the right snake for you. You know, this is the right snake for you."
Yeah. You know, at the end of the day, like people don't know, like like the mentorship comes with being, you know, having customers. Like if you have customers, the whole end game to have that customer come back and buy more snakes from you, you know, like not that you need to push them or push them like to do that, but if they do want to expand their knowledge of keeping animals or snakes, if they have that good of experience, they're going to think about the first person who sold them the snake. And more likely 9 out of 10 times, if that experience is solid and they had a good time and they're interacting with you, mind you, like they have questions, like something that comes with new keepers, they're going to have a lot of questions, okay? Because no matter how much you direct somebody to do something, they're going to fuck off and they're going to do something that they shouldn't be doing. And they usually run into issues, okay? So they need somebody to go to. They should be able to go to that person who sold them the snake. And that's where the mentorship starts. You know what I mean? And if that's something that you don't look forward to doing, then you're not looking to build a customer base like that. That's like just to be blessed enough to where you have customers first and foremost in a time like right now. Like, dude, you got to hold on to these more importantly, and you do that by taking care of them, man. Emilio, his community's grown just by him taking care of his people. You know what I mean? And they talk about how much Emilio's taking care of them, and then they take care of people, and it just goes down from there. Like it's a trend, man. Like this whole mentorship thing goes a lot deeper than people think because you are legit mentoring the people who are mentoring that next person. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
What I would tell both of you is that repeat business is
how we survive,
bro. Incredible.
I've had nothing but repeat customers this year, and I'm very
take care of people, bro. They come back. Yeah. You always take care of them. They come back. Yeah. You also have to stay cutting edge, and you have to have that next tier of animals every year. You know, for sure. But bro, you take care of people, they take care of you, bro.
It just in life in general, man. Like it's a good thing that goes full circle. It's going back to karma, man. You do things without anything out of it. Like just do it because it feels good. I swear to God,
motive.
That takes
do the right thing, man. Do the right thing.
And you know, mind you, I was somebody who I didn't understand that part of life, bro. I didn't give a fuck before the reptile game. I was very selfish, bro. Me, fucked over people, didn't give a fuck. until I came into this world and I saw how people did me. And I was like, I couldn't believe it. Like this hobby has been so rewarding where like the last thing I want to do is do something to ruin my reputation and get me out of this fucking life that I love. Because I love this game, bro. Like me and Milo talk about it all the time. We preach about it. We love our life, bro. What we get to do, what we get to inspire, we wake up every morning talking about snakes on Emilio. Every morning, bro. It doesn't stop.
It's crazy.
Dude, it doesn't stop. 3
The
a.m.
other
Cali
day-
time. Yeah, go ahead.
The other day, this man was feeding a chondro at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I was all happy, yeah, because I came down, because it was a baby, I just had a clutch and I had babies eating, and then my on my mind, I'm like, I know that other one's ready to eat, and I remember I got out of bed at like 2:30 a.m. and I go look at it and it's S down, and I'm like, oh, it wants to eat, so I thaw out. That takes like 45 minutes to thaw out, and sure enough, it ate, right? So I woke up, got to eat. That's dedication right there, motherfuckers. You feel me?
Right.
But listen, wrap up question time. I'll go first, and then Emilio will go with his wrap up topic. But right now, I want to know your game plan the next 5 years, Mike. As far as, and what I mean by that, like how many snakes do you see yourself producing clutches wise? If everything does go your way in the next 5 years, and what I mean by that, you get production, sales are through the roof. Like how big do you want to take Ramery's Royal? Let's talk about it.
In the next 5 years, I want to, be a name in the industry that people respect and know that they're going to get quality animals from. And I want to grow into it, like Will says, Will Murrows, grow into business, not become a business. Because I don't ever want to put myself in a situation where I can't care for these animals to my full potential. So I'm going to do it gradually. I did 6 clutches this year. I'm going to double that. This upcoming season, I'll do 12. See how that goes. If 12 is too much, I'm not able to move them the same, I'll back it down to 10. And I want to grow into it, get my customer base up and keep growing. And but I never want to go over, say, 20 clutches. That's not my goal. I want to stay at 20 clutches, high-end clutches, as high-end as I could possibly make them.
That's your sweet spot. You'd say 20.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
respect.
because I got a lot going on. I got my family, I got 2 kids, I got my jiu-jitsu,
Yeah.
I got work, so I don't want to make it a burden. I love doing it. I love coming in here, and I don't ever want to change that by trying to be greedy and do too much.
Yeah, right, exactly. Because like I'm telling you, man, less is more. Because if you get to a position where you're putting too much on your plate, and then life hits you, where guess what? Now what? You know what I mean? Like you're fresh off of knee surgery, just like I am. Like, bro, you know how worried I was going into knee surgery because, like, you take me out of the equation, and I really don't have anyone solid to take care of this shit. My wife's my best fucking like my right hand keeper. Like, if you want to talk about the best person who can take care of this shit out of everyone who's come over, my wife's number one. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But guess what? She's fucking mother of the year right now, killing it. So she ain't got that time no more. Those days are gone right now. So me going into surgeries and shit, bro, all that weighs over my head. Luckily, surgery was a lot smoother than I thought it was. And I hope your recovery is going good, Mike. But overhead's everything, bro. If you're doing too much just because you're getting by now, when life hits you, what are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying?
Right. 100%.
Yeah. All right, big dog. What you got, E?
Well, we didn't get into rodents, but that's part of the question. Like, what do you do for your rodents? Do you breed? Do you buy? What do you feed? Second, what's that next gene that's on your radar, bro? We always have one that's on our radar.
Okay.
As far as the rodents, I breed ASFs.
Okay.
So my collection is on ASFs, and then I have frozen thaw mouse hoppers, and I try to get the hatchlings on those frozen thaw mouse hoppers if I can. If I can't, they stay on live ASFs. And as far as the next gene that I would like to get into my collection, be honest, it's going to be Paul Milner's. He doesn't have a name for it right now. From Urban Constrictors, that new gene he has, I think that gene has a lot of potential, man, from what I've seen thus far. I've seen it in clown already. It looks crazy. And he believes he hit a super form, which I believe he did, and it has a back strap with monsoon sides. You know, the pixelation on it is ridiculous. So if I can get that over here from the UK, that'll be a blessing.
Bro, Paul has some of the nicest shit, bro. And bro, honestly, no disrespect, he really he don't care too much. He cares about the ball pythons, but this motherfucker's like geeked out over the chondros. Okay, so
100%.
Not only does he have fire ass ball pythons, but his chondro game is next level. But look at this shit. I'll never forget this snake right here. Like, god damn, bro. Like, fucking murder.
I think he has that new gene posted up on there.
Yeah, it's right here. Actually, I'm gonna show it. I think it's this one, right? What I believe to be a new gene.
Wow.
I guess that's what he said. New gene bongo clown combo is what he called it. This one?
Yep.
It's crazy.
Is this it, Mike?
There's another one, the super form. The sides is all, it looks like a monsoon. I think it's like the third one in.
Like this one
on
up here?
top. Yeah. I think it's that one right there. That one you
This
just
one?
had.
This one? The
No.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there it goes right there. The Eugene Cinnamon Clown. But there's
Okay.
a super form also.
Is it the
more
video?
picture.
Not this one, right? No.
No.
Let me see. This one?
Nope.
He posted it recently that you know of?
Yeah, he did a YouTube video on it, and I'm sure he posted a picture of it. It's in his thumbnail picture.
Not this one, is
Yeah,
it?
but no.
Yeah, that's fucking fire.
That man has so much heat.
Oh, here it is.
Crazy.
Here it is. Wait, right? No, wait. Brand
Nope.
new. No, that's not it. Never mind.
How about that one in the middle? Click that.
This one?
Oh, damn, that shit's dope.
That shit's so fire. I'm telling you, this fool has heat, bro. Like, look at this shit.
Wow.
The quality is just fucking unbelievable. Like this is what I want to make a DG clown like this someday. And I know this has. Oh, this is the. Wait, what? Oh, this is hypo. There has to be OD or something in this fucking snake, bro. Like, there's no way this is just a fucking DG clown hypo. There's no way.
I know I was talking shit about pastel, but Paul's pastel,
Yeah, fire.
crazy.
Yeah.
There has to be different lines of pastel or something, because
Yeah.
the pastel he's showing me does not look like the pastel we got over here.
And like what I'm saying, you got something that nice. Fuck what people are saying. You work that shit. You know what I mean? Like it's like I've showed him made Emilio's pastel fire stuff that I have in clown, and it ages so well. And regardless of the value of the market, that looks like a goddamn good snake. And I'm happy to produce, because Miguel said it best. You know, you buy cool shit, you make cool shit, you sell cool shit. That's just the way the circle works. You know.
Right.
But yeah. All right. Did you answer both that 2-part question, Emilio? Yeah, it's good. All right. All right. Well, fuck, man. We did this shit. I appreciate you, Big Mike. You got these hot seat questions, though, for sure. All right. Just because you're a black belt, it's kind of like, you don't.
Yeah,
I know you probably get to skip warm-ups and shit, but no, not here, bro. You got
That's a fact. I don't do warm-ups no more. I had a little 12-year-old kid call me out.
Oh, really? Oh, no.
I was like, you little shit. I said, I wish you were older. He goes, why you always come late? You never warm up with us. I said, this kid can't be serious. I didn't know what to say. I was embarrassed. I started stuttering. I was like, go over there. Get out of here.
Fucking kids. All right, guys, listen, do me a favor. Can we get the likes up? All right, the likes need to get higher right now. Hot seat questions for the homie Big Mike. Mike, you know how these work? The quicker, the better. You ready?
Got you.
All right, we go. Hot seat questions. Let's go. Frozen thought or live?
Live.
A cut or no cut?
Cut.
On what day?
55.
What new reptile species would you add to your collection if you could?
Japanese cave geckos.
Oh, I like that. All right. Dude, those cave geckos are sick. You got to keep them cooler than normal stuff, but those cave geckos are super sick. All right. Pre-first shed meal or post-first shed meal?
Post.
Yay imports or boo imports?
Yay.
To spray a ball python or to never spray a ball python?
Spray.
Yay sports or boo sports?
Yay sports.
Favorite sport?
Jits.
Favorite Jits competitor of all time?
Rafael Formiga Barbosa.
Respect.
And Lovato.
All right, respect. Big flexor or no flexor?
No flexor. Getting too old for that.
Hey, you a flexor with them snakes, bro. Chill.
Thank you, Emilio.
I'm sorry. Steak or fish?
Steak.
Favorite cut of steak?
Ribeye, medium rare.
West Coast rap or East Coast rap?
East Coast.
Favorite East Coast rapper or rap group of all time?
I'm gonna have to go Jay-Z or Big L.
Damn. Okay, that's what's up. Big L, rest in peace. Little word association. Say the first thing that comes to mind. Milk.
Babies.
Coco.
Substrate.
Stuck shed.
Soak 'em.
Least favorite incomplete dominant.
Spider.
Respect.
That was easy.
Number one triple recessive goal.
DG, Krypton, Genetic Stripes.
Nice. Instagram trolls.
Suckers.
Shady ball python breeders.
Don't need them.
Last but not least, before Emilio's set of hot seats, coolest reptile network in the world.
We're on it right now. Trap Talk, baby.
Let's go, man. You know what I'm saying? Ship it. All right, go, Emilio.
All right, bro. All right. So one's got to go, all right? One's got to go. You got to pick the one that's got to go. Hurricane or Cypress?
Cypress.
Damn.
Hurricane got a super.
Yep. Facts.
Yep,
That's smart.
Shit. All right, Carnage or Spot Nose?
Damn, Emilio, you fucked up.
You don't play with it. He's pretty filthy with these, bro.
Man. Spot Nose.
Agreed, fully.
Yeah.
Spot Nose, I'm getting tired of hitting Spot Nose stuff. Did I just say that? Oh, my bad.
Jeez.
All right. This one's the hardest one for everyone, but, you know, DG or Hypo?
Hypo. Gotta go?
Yeah, gotta go.
DG gotta go.
I thought
But you know what? I got to stop asking this because I could never pick one. So combine them and that's it. That's our base, right?
Well, because you're going to be depressed with one or the other. You got to have both.
Yeah.
You need both.
Yeah. All right. Ultra or Paint?
Damn.
No, you said Ultra. You said Ultra Monarch, bro.
Ultra gotta go. I gotta stay with Paint. I love my granite.
All right. DG Exantic Clown or Super Chocolate DG Hypo?
DJ Exantic Clown. That super chocolate.
Yeah.
DG Hypo. JP hitters is crazy.
Murder. DG Hypo Clown, right?
I'll give that to you because it's a more powerful snake and I love it. It's one of the nicest snakes ever hit. But that DG Exantic Clown is what everyone takes pictures of when they go to Canova. And that thing is famous and incredible.
Yeah.
All right. I know what you're going to pick, but I got to ask because it's not easy. All right. Jay-Z or DMX?
I grew up in Yonkers, so Jay-Z gonna have to go. Gotta stick with home team.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, DMX to me, bro. Woof, that passion, bro.
Dude, that's hard. That's raw right there, bro.
Yeah, bro. Nothing like it. Biggie or Tupac?
Pop.
Pac gotta go?
Yeah.
I would respect that. It's from New York, bro. Come on.
All right. Cool G Rap or Rakim?
I'm gonna stay with G-Rap. Rakim gotta go.
Damn, Rakim gotta
Hey,
go.
Rakim's an animal, dog.
Oh,
Yeah, but if you listen to G-Rap's old stuff, man, that guy was a savage.
I'll take
That
Big
I
Mike.
storyteller out
I'll
there.
take, I'll take Big Mike's story. I'll take Big Mike's word on that, bro.
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you, maybe I'm not old enough. I have never really
I
given
don't-
Cool G a chance. But let me tell you, Rakim, Dre signed them for a little while, and I started listening. That motherfucker's bad, bro.
Oh, he's
So,
badass. He inspired
all right,
Wu-Tang.
I'm gonna hit you with some new shit.
All right.
Kendrick or Drake?
That's weak. Bro.
Kendrick.
Gotta go.
Yeah, I like Drake. You know, when I'm with my wife, she plays him.
Hey,
I ain't
that
gonna lie, I be
makes
singing his
Bro,
song.
that's because, bro, Kendrick ain't gonna get you laid, bro.
hey, you
Drake's
like the
gonna get
melody,
you laid.
huh?
Bingo.
Bro, Kendrick's whack, bro. Honestly, both are whack. But if you want to talk about let's get the women going, we got to get Drake in there. You do.
All right,
Drake is for the women.
Chondros or Emeralds?
Emeralds.
Nice.
You gotta go.
Gotta go.
All right. Yeah, man, that's all I got, bro. This was fun.
Yeah. Damn, Big Mike, listen, you had 80 people tapped in for your episode. What do you have to say to all the love and support you had on tonight's show, bro?
Man, I greatly appreciate everybody that tapped in. Thank you, MJ and Emilio, for having me. You know, like I was telling MJ earlier, I listen to you guys all the time. So to be invited on here was amazing for me, bro. You guys, made my day. I had surgery. I waddled my ass downstairs to be on here. So I greatly appreciate y'all.
I know the feeling of being asked on to this podcast and this episode, the programming that's offered by New Breeder on the Block. So, bro, I know how you feel, and that's something we take very serious.
No, I appreciate you guys.
And if it's one thing that me and Mio love is like, putting good people out there. You know what I'm saying? Because not that this hobby isn't full of great people, but great people deserve exposure, and especially ones that have different stories. And your story's not like anyone else's, Mike. Everyone has a different story, and I just love where things are headed for you. And I know you'll be back on this show for sure. Like I know when I smell around too. You feel me? So for now, where can people follow you? Ramery's Royal on Instagram. That's the best place.
Yeah, they can follow me on Instagram, Ramery's Royals, and on YouTube.
Oh, okay. I'll get that link to your YouTube. I'll put all those links in the description below. Guys, do me a favor. Please go fuck with Big Mike. All right, Ramery's Royals on IG and on YouTube. And it's a wrap. Give it up. Ramery's Royals, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much, fellas.
Hey, heal fast, Big Mike. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, bro.
All right, peace.
Later.
Great show, man. That guy's cool. I love New Yorkers, bro. I really do. I fuck with them.
I got to ask you, bro. Being in JIT, does that mean you're going to have knee surgery?
What do you mean?
Bro, like both of y'all just have
knees?
surgery.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, the knees, bro. Yeah. I mean, dude, mind you, Mike's been, when you're a black belt, you've been doing JIT for 15 to 20 years. Like it takes, on an average, if you're not training every day, it takes you 15 years to 20 years to get your black belt. So, bro, throughout time, training through 2-3 times a year, throughout those amount of times, bro, your knees go out for sure. But that's why, like, black belts, they go lighter. Like, as you get, as you're moving up in the game, bro, you do a little bit of less. You can still fuck people up, obviously, but the people who are really fucking going apeshit are people at my level, blue belts, purple belts, and then browns start to chill out. But purples they're the scariest. I feel like purples are the scariest ones because it's right before that brown belt, and then browns before black. And the hardest belt to get is a purple. Once you get to purple, bro, poof. Scary motherfuckers. I'm telling you right now, bro. Don't fuck with the guy who does jits. I'm telling you right now, you don't want to do that. But yeah, good episode, man. I gotta say, I like Mike. I didn't know he's been in the game since 2023. Like or 22. That's not a long time at all. Like, and what's crazy, bro?
I had no idea.
Yeah, he hit me up over a year ago, telling me how much he loves this podcast. Like, he's like, I listen to Monday nights every Monday. And, I love hearing a story where, like, we've inspired people to the point where they get to this show and they're like, oh, my God. You know what I mean? It's just like, you want to talk about full circle. I feel like that's our full circle, Emilio. Like, we bring people on like that, people who've been fucking with us, but then now they're on our show to tell their story,
Yeah, what I love is someone that moves so well that you don't know that they just got in the game.
Right.
So
exactly.
Mad credit to homeboy. That he's doing a great job.
I will say some of the hot points of tonight's episode was talking about like when to speak up as a new keeper, because I can't agree with you, Emilio. Like, this shit should not be brushed under a rug. Like, if you get defrauded, scammed, taken advantage of, like, you got to report this shit, And if it's not something that was done on Morph Market, talk to your closest people. Word of mouth is everything. You're going to tell the right person who's not going to fucking be okay with that, and that's all it takes, okay? Hope you guys are ready for next Monday night, because we got a homie Mercury coming on the show. Mike Penn's coming on the show, and we're gonna. I got the grill ready. That's all I got to say. And I know Emilio's going to have his chef little apron on, and we're going down to business next week, boys and girls. Let's be ready.
I just don't understand how people look. Back in the day, you could get away with fucking people over.
Yeah,
a lot of people did.
Yeah,
dog. Everyone knows everything in this game in 5 minutes now. We are all connected like never before. Social media, everyone knows everyone. Everyone knows what everyone's doing now. Back in the day, no one knew anything, right? No one knew the other guy. Everyone knows everyone now. We all pay attention to everyone. There's no way to get away with bullshit now.
So just do the right thing. That's it.
Do the right thing, or you're going to pay for it and you're done. You're going to be fucking klepto. Part 2.
Klepto Part 2. And we all know what happens to kleptos. They disappear.
Fuck.
No klepto.
Bro, it ain't even worth saying. Look, you know how Prince, Prince lost his name and he went to the artist formerly known as Prince.
Yeah.
The other day in the chat, someone tried using that man's name. Nah, his new name is Klepto.
Yeah. That's all you
it's
know.
over.
Yep. Sticky fingers. Hey, I appreciate you, dog. As always, good to have you on a Monday night. Can't wait for next week. For now, guys, go give this man a follow if you're not already. Bill Arena Reptiles on IG. Go subscribe to the V Unit family. Shout out to all the love and support. But give it up for Big E Top G, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, bro.
Wait. Venom. Say goodbye to Venom.
That was funny.
All right,
Happy
brother.
Halloween.
Happy Halloween, brother. Good episode. Appreciate everyone who tapped in for the homie Ramery's Royals. Get the likes up, please. Likes need to be up. All right. Great episode. Tomorrow, for all you chondro lovers, be ready. We have a great episode in the books for everybody. So All in the Tree Tuesdays, best place to get your chondro content and Emerald Tree Boa content. Wednesday's Cush's Corner, which is going to be a great episode this Wednesday. And then, of course, Thursday night, Trap Talk with MJ. So, man, then we have Friday, the JMG Reptile podcast with Dave Levison. Saturday, all monitor talk on Saturdays. And, of course, we have Krista from Neuro Exotics coming in hot with her Girls Who Love Reptiles podcast. 7 days a week. Coolest reptile network in the world. The real deal, Holyfield. All right? Thank you so much. Don't forget, join the Patreon, please. First link in the description below. Come join the Trap Talk Patreon family. That's it. Episode 400. Just kidding. 559 in the books. Catch you guys here next time, and I'm out. Cheers.